It's coffee or cocaine, let's be real.
Oh, I don't pay for suits. My suits are on the outs, or the house burns down.
Welcome back to the Red Right Hand Podcast, the show that covers each and every episode of the Peaky Blinders. I'm Josh.
And I'm representing Curtis.
You are Curtis, or you're representing a man named Curtis?
Yes.
All right.
Curtis,
Good
don't
answer.
don't answer questions right now, man.
And we are back for season 4, episode 5.
Boom.
What was the title of this one?
Oh, Jesus. Hey, he's got a collar. Why does he have a
check out his
collar?
bow tie.
There's a bow tie.
It's got a. Oh, he can't. It's not working.
What?
Oh,
What were you trying to do?
It's got a little bell on it. I was trying to shake him a little so it would make his belly jingle.
I was trying to make him jingle. Instead, he threw up.
It's got a bell on it so that he can't sneak up on Sassy.
Oh, nice. It's called the Duel.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
I think there's something about a duel. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, like 2 seconds worth of something about a duel. So we picked up. I like when episodes start like this. You leave with something super dramatic, and then it starts with in cinematic time, like 2 minutes later.
Right. Yeah, they kind of run into each other.
Yeah. So at the end of the episode, we were kind of debating. We couldn't really remember if Polly knew about, or if Polly let Tommy know what was going on, kind of the deal she had set up with Luca. And Tommy got in his car at the end of the last episode, drove off. I can't remember where he said he was going. Do you remember?
Into the sunset.
He didn't say
that. Did he say? Did he tell Michael where he was going?
Say he had a meeting or something.
Probably something about a meeting. He's always got something going on.
He told Michael it was something. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
There was something going on.
You mean he wasn't just driving around on a Sunday afternoon just to get, out of the house?
No. So also at the end of the last episode, whenever Tommy pulls away, we see a truck with Luca and his men follow him, and then Polly standing behind, looking kind of upset, kind of nervous. So the episode starts out, and just right where we left off, Tommy's being followed. Does he go back to Artillery Square?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The area looks familiar. I just couldn't remember if they said.
Yeah, I believe they went back there. It looks like the same place.
Yeah. So Tommy's leading him back there. They just kind of give you little nods to show you that Tommy knows that he's being followed. He's like speeding, like he's just flying, and then he's also like checking the rear view constantly.
That look in the rear view mirror sold it to me. It gave it away.
Yeah. And when he gets there, I love how he's got everything all set up already. He's just one guy, but he's gonna pull it makes me think of like Mel Gibson in The Patriot. Whenever you see this
Oh,
kind of stuff,
he's
just
got all those.
one,
He's got all those guns laying around in the forest up against the trees. Is
yeah,
that what you're talking about?
yeah, he sets
Yeah.
them up in different places so that he can
Mhm.
like keep moving, take a shot, move to another spot, and like hit him from there.
Right.
Just like keeping
Make it
them
look like there's a
moving,
bunch of
and
them too. Yeah.
yeah. Um, so I guess he takes out. Does he kill 3 or 4 guys?
Total or right then at the very beginning?
Well, at the beginning it's just one, but
Yeah. I think
in
he
total
got.
there's 3 total, right?
Let me see. Yeah, at the least 3, at the most 4, but I think it was just 3.
Yeah.
The ending was
Um,
weird though. To me, that ending scene was, I don't know, at the end of their little chase and duel. It's like when they just kind of were like, let's have it out right here, and then they kind of got broken up by the police. I don't know. It just seemed like kind of, to me, just like not good.
I liked I liked it, but it was just I don't know, so anticlimactic, you know.
Yeah.
um, Tommy kills 3 of them, and then yeah, he has this little standoff with Luca in the alleyway, and I like the way it's all shot and everything. Like I like the way Luca knows they can't really do anything, and he's just going to try to one-on-one see if we can end this right here. Um, I don't know. Tommy's a smart guy, you know. I know honor and like, that all means a lot to them. But Tommy's a smart guy, and being that, he should have stepped out and just immediately shot him.
Right.
You
That's what
know,
I don't. I
there shouldn't have
mean,
been
I
like
thought
a
they were kind
moment
of.
of like, yeah, you and me. Like he should have just ended it right there.
Right. I thought they were kind of throwing everything out the window of like honor and like tradition and everything, you know?
Yeah,
So it's like, why didn't you just go ahead and just blow his brains out?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I didn't get that, but I did like the way it was shot. Um,
Yeah, I agree
just kind
with
of
that.
like the back and forth between them, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was good. Is he attacking her back there?
They got a little fight going on back there. Yeah. That's crazy. Anyway. uh,
Nothing happening. um,
yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I was like, I'd like the way that they shot it and everything, cinematography wise, but I don't know. It just seemed, like you said, it just seemed really anticlimactic.
yeah. Um, yeah, and at the end there, like you were saying, Moss and the cops show up to break everything up, and Moss tells him that like I love how good of a fight Tommy puts up here. He like beats the hell out of like 3 or 4 cops
Right. Yeah.
while they're all trying to detain him. Then Moss has to come in and break it up. But he says he's restoring what do you say, law and order, or
Mm.
um, and that soldiers were coming. And I think that's probably more where his head's at than anything, is that like there's soldiers coming in, they're looking really hard at Birmingham right now. Like
Mhm.
we gotta we gotta try to keep things civil.
We got to clean it up. Yep.
Yeah. Um, and at first I couldn't remember why the soldiers were coming. You know, like when he says that, I'm like, wait, what? I don't
What?
remember. Yeah. Ah. I don't remember anything with the soldiers, or I didn't.
Yeah, but you do now, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. You never said it. So I mean, if you
Well,
didn't, I was
there
going
was
to
like a
try to explain
massive scene about it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just a little further down the line, so I was just gonna wait till we got there.
it. Okay.
Um, so they have a family meeting after that. I think it's just Tommy, Johnny, Finn, Arthur,
I think Charlie was there.
Lizzie, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's there. I think that's it though, and then Tommy and Polly.
Did you say Arthur?
Yes.
Okay.
So Tommy just lays everything out for him that they kind of laid a trap here without letting anybody else know. That when Polly was approached by Luca about that her and Tommy put together this plan to try and take them all out. He managed to take out 3 of them, but Luca gets away.
Yeah.
So that kind of clears up if Polly was in on it or not. Yeah, and Arthur's like, I don't know why Arthur's so upset about it. I think a couple reasons. He probably doesn't want Tommy to be acting alone, but then he also he wants to be the one to kill Luca ultimately.
I was about to say, now he's kind of been left out of 2 things. He was left out of the first meeting about them taking basically his privileges away of killing Luca. And then now he was left out of the loop of, this whole thing of the secret plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what?
Arthur's a little.
It could be some stuff building from other seasons too. I mean, he's been left out on a lot of things, and especially for the brother who's the oldest, who was kind of the leader at the very beginning, of the series. It's tough.
Yeah. He's pretty unhinged this episode. He's looking a lot like Arthur early season 2.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, like once he starts doing Coke and stuff in season 2, I think he's mixing a ton of whiskey with Coke. Like, yeah, he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the scene later where he comes home and he goes to lean over the table and then just falls backwards and flips the table and everything. Made me think of a time I once passed out as I was walking, passed out and then just fell backwards, So in Tommy's office, I think last episode we kind of figured out that Lizzie was pregnant. You remembered more than I did that her and Tommy even had a kid together.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we were talking about it before, yeah, I had no recollection of that.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, last episode, I think what did Polly tell her that she was pregnant?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she read her tea leaves.
Yeah. But she is, and she lets Tommy know. Tommy seems pretty happy about it, I mean,
I just think of George Costanza. I did it. My boys can swim.
Yeah. But they haven't decided. I mean, you said they get married, right?
Yeah, I believe they get married at the end of this season.
Okay. I was like, there's still not really anything going on there. Like the way they leave it in this episode, it just sounds like he's going to make sure that she's taken care of.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, at first he was kind of acting like he was going to tell her, "Hey, we got a lady, that can do some work." And then, of
That's
course, she was
exactly
like,
what
"No,
it
I'm
sounded
going to
like.
keep it." Yeah. And then she's like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm keeping it." So then he's like, "Okay, well, we'll make sure you're taken care of."
Yeah.
So.
My next note I made was Arthur's fucked up.
Do explain.
Well, isn't that the scene where he's in
Isn't
the
that when he was
vault?
passed out? Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it starts in the vault.
Starts.
He,
Yeah.
he's like putting money away at first. He's talking to no one. Like, did you notice that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That he's just like, what do you say? He's like, I'm just looking.
I'm
He's
just
like,
looking.
not even talking to anybody. Then he's
Yup.
got a box up on the top shelf that's just got a bunch of coke in it.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts doing the coke. He's still drinking. And then he goes home, and he wants. What was it that he want Linda to tell him?
Oh, he said something about save me. Basically, save me again or whatever. Give me salvation. She started talking religion to him again.
No, because what she says to him is, I think it's, we'll be back in our garden before it's time to plant anything, or something like that. And she's basically telling him that, like, soon this will all be done and they'll all be able to go back to their lives as they were at the beginning of the season before they had to come back together. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just saying, like, save me from myself here. Like,
Yeah.
tell me something good. And that was something she had told him that morning.
Tell me something good.
Michael's going to be hiding out with some of the gypsy families. Do you remember what families they were?
It's he's hiding out with Abraham Gold's crew.
Yeah, but there's there's two families that, like, travel with him.
I couldn't tell you what their names were.
And he's
Some
not
gypsy
even
name. Blackledge.
Yeah. There's two different families, and I don't remember. But it's not Aberama Gold's, like, family or whatever, and he's not even traveling with Michael because he stays behind. Like, they're going to be at that fight. So Michael's going to be hiding out with them. Since Polly betrayed Luca, it's not going to be super safe for Michael to be hanging around.
No, it's not. Let me just take this moment to tell everybody that this podcast is sponsored by Sprite. Drink it or else.
Sprite. Drink this.
Drink up. I can hear your swigging. Oh. That's the
let's not
stuff.
do that again.
You turn this into like an AM, what do they call it? ASMR
ASMR.
podcast. Just really talk really soft. Lean.
This is a new AMR podcast. It's just drinking Sprites. Just like the
swirl it around. Can't hear anything. This podcast got weird.
I forgot we were recording for a minute. So then we get a scene with Polly and Abraham and Gold.
She sits weird.
Just again. Yeah, she really does.
That's the one thing that always sticks out to me about this scene is like, why are you like a cat or something?
Like I get, what the scene's about and everything, and they're both gypsy and stuff doesn't like really matter to them, but
right.
I love how Aberema is wearing like a really nice suit, like a really nice expensive suit, and he's just like on his knees, like crawling on the ground.
That's what I like when she's like, come over here, and he's just kind of like,
yeah, just like shuffles over there.
This is weird, man. With the outfit, that's what makes it weird.
Yeah, and then she's also dressed very nice, and she's on the ground like it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll excuse it in the sexy time, but everything up to that, I'm like, you guys were just rolling around in the dirt for no reason.
Right.
Aberema asked Polly, I don't know, I just thought this was kind of interesting. He asked her about the second sight. And she talks about, when she was in the news, like before she had it, but then it went away, and that when she was in the news, it came back. I just like the analogy though that she used.
Sticking her head through a window.
Yeah, there was like putting your head through a window and seeing, the entire world all at once. And about how, she didn't live in the house anymore, about how she didn't just stick her head through the window, that she climbed out the window.
I climbed out, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of an interesting analogy.
Crazy.
This is probably my favorite scene in the episode. I really, really like the beginning. Like the first scene is really good.
I was supposed to say the sexy time?
Oh yeah, the sexy time. That's that like
we're still in that scene, so I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, the like 5 seconds of super over the pants hand stuff that did it for me. No, the scene where Luca goes to Alfie.
Yes. Yeah.
To try to strike up a deal. Pretty much any scene with Alfie is pretty amazing.
Okay.
Like Tom Hardy, that's got to be one of his best characters that he plays. Like I love Tom Hardy. Right. He plays a lot of great characters, but Alfie Solomons is like, it's like my favorite role of his now.
Yes. So if you had to choose, you're saying this is one of your favorite scenes. If you had to choose between this interaction or the interaction between Sabini and Solomons. Remember when they're kind of haggling and going, yeah.
Write that down.
No, write that down. Write it down. Just write peace.
Just write peace, yeah. That's a tough call because the part about that scene that I really like is the two of them in the back and forth over the peace treaty that's being drawn.
Right.
Like
The
everything that
dialogue
they're
is great.
saying, like write that down, write this down. No, that didn't happen. Yeah, it happened. Write that down. And like, or he's like, well, and our territory is going to go to this place. He's like, no, can't go there. He's like, no, it's going there. Write that down. And it's just both the give and take, because even Alfie gives some there. It's not just Sabine.
Right.
And it's because these things are delicate. Like I think it's a good balance to not just show you that like Alfie Solomons is super crazy and everybody's scared of him, and it shows this delicate balance in how even Alfie, somebody as dangerous and unpredictable as him, is kept in check by people like Tommy and Sabini. So it's just a good reminder of that stuff. But that's my favorite part about that scene. And my favorite part about this scene is Alfie's demands for what it will take for him to betray Tommy this time. And I love how he charges him 500 pounds twice. The first time because he and Tommy are friends, and the second time because he and Tommy are very, very good friends.
Very good friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my other favorite charge that he listed on there was because his brother is fucking mad, and I know he will come for me.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
that was
Yep.
another big yeah, I don't know. It'd be hard for me to say. The other one's funnier, I think. But this one is, I don't know, almost feels a little bit more meaningful.
A little more
Because
mature.
and he's betrayed Tommy already, a couple of times by this point.
Yeah. Yep.
So you get to see like him actually sitting there weighing it all out. The first time him and Sabini, it was just like, we don't know these guys, and Sabini was like, you let them come in and run all over us. Like, this is our town, not theirs. And then the second time it's with, I was going to say it was with the Russians, but it wasn't. It was with Section D.
Yeah. The Oddfellows.
Yeah. Which I love how they just like disappear in this season too. They're like, they're not a problem anymore.
There's bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Oh, the betrayal. Jesus. I was like, where was I? Yeah, and and then Alfie betrays him that time, and it's he doesn't know really the consequences then. He didn't know that they were going to take Charlie. And so to see it this time where you actually get to see like the process take place, like, okay, this is what it's going to take to get me to do this, all these ridiculous demands. Then also like, I'm going to make you sit here and bow to me through all of this, So I don't know. I like to watch the process.
It's just interesting to me because after 2 betrayals, and each time he ends up on the wrong side, and Tommy told him already when they met in, was it the last episode or this maybe this episode actually? I don't remember. He tells him eventually, and it may have already happened, that it's like, don't double cross me, man. Don't do a deal with the Italians because they're going to end up coming in here. They're going to, when they clear us out, they're going to come after you, and they're going to come after Sabini. They're going to come after all of y'all because they like what they see here, and they're going to take it. And so, like, even after that warning, he still goes about it. So then I'm kind of like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just knows that nobody can kill Tommy, or at least he hasn't met anybody yet that he feels like can kill Tommy. So I'll go ahead and do this deal because I want to get what I can out of it right now. See if I
Yeah.
can kind of get some money and some different demands off this guy, because I know he's not going to be able to kill him.
Yeah. I was super confused too, because like the more I'm thinking about it and the more we're getting to the end of this episode, Alfie's not in next season, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
At like close to the end, he comes in
Oh,
within
see, I
like the
thought it was the
last
end.
episode or so.
I thought it was the end of this season where that stuff happens between them, like on the beach.
It does. It happens in this season, at the last episode of this season.
Oh, I
But
thought
he
I thought
doesn't.
that
He
was next
doesn't.
season.
No, he doesn't die from that.
No, he
He just
doesn't.
gets like a gnarly look in the next season from it. Like he's blind in
Yeah,
one eye from it, I think.
does Tommy shoot him in the eye?
He shoots him in the face, but it goes like that, I think. Because part of
Okay.
his face is kind of all jacked up, and I think his eye is kind of wide over,
Yeah.
kind of foggy, cloudy, kind of made it look like he was kind of blind in it, maybe.
God, I love how Alfie, like, he just tries, he tries every time to try to get out from under Tommy now, and it never works out for him.
No. Nope.
Tommy, like, always figures it out and makes him pay, like, in some fashion.
Yeah. He's a lovable guy.
Yeah. Did you have anything else about that scene?
No, that
I
was
mean,
it.
I liked at the end
do.
how Alfie says that Tommy was right. He's
Right.
like, Tommy was
Yeah.
right. You guys do want to take all of us.
Yeah. No, I do like the his whole deal about, what is it, his nephew or something like that. Somebody in his family is
Oh,
blind, and
yeah.
whoever at the place, that the institute or whatever that he makes contributions to or something, suggests that every day they spend half an hour in silence, and, well, maybe not in silence, but closing their eyes and just kind of seeing the world through these blind people. I thought
Yeah.
was kind of interesting.
And he said too, part of it was like to make you more grateful for your sight,
Yeah.
more aware of the struggle they go through. But then he also said that it was to increase donations,
True.
like
Yeah.
for the people like, oh
Make you feel
God, like
pity,
this is
man. Oh, this
terrible. Like,
sucks. Here,
yeah,
have some
I
more
gotta
money.
donate more. I gotta donate more. Yeah.
Have my money, please.
I did completely forget about this scene. I feel like the next couple episodes, I felt like I had a pretty good memory about this episode for the most part, and next episode. Did you hear that?
Yeah, what's that weird noise?
I think there's a couple motorcycles on the highway.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty good memory about this episode and the next one. Next season is a complete blank for me. So get ready for that.
Buckle up.
But Ada's taken by the military. These are the soldiers that Moss was talking about. And they're looking for communist agitators. You're a
name was
little
on
bit
the list.
better. Yeah, you're a little bit better with this than me. But is that historically accurate? Like leading up to World War II? in England? Like, were they trying to root out like the
I
communists? And
wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I know it was a big deal after World
I
War II
mean,
here in America.
yeah, but I
You
mean, a
know,
lot of those people, a lot of those people were real. Like Jesse Eden,
yeah,
was
yeah. Oh, I'm
real.
I'm
So
sure. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of Red Scares, they would call it, probably over there
yeah,
before World War II.
yeah.
For sure.
Um,
I think and to be honest, that may be why, like in England, the um, basically the Nazi party that we'll see in this next season kind of comes to power, along with just the popularity of it in Germany at that time. You know what I'm saying? It's because I mean, they're communism and Nazism, Nazis or whatever. I mean, that's the total opposite, like political wise or whatever. So I mean, they're like they hate each other.
yeah, I really thought
So
you were about to say those are pretty much the same thing.
oh Lord, no.
I don't know
Totally
why. Like, it
opposite.
felt like that's what
Totally
you were
opposite,
building
man.
to, and I was about to be like, what?
Well, in a sense, yes, they're both evil, but
It's like
no.
how a democracy and a monarchy are the same.
They're the same, right? Yeah.
They're basically the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you and I are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Um. So they they come and take Ada, um, because her name was on a list. Well, it's for a different reason. Like, they lead you to believe that they're taking her because her name was on a list because she was a known communist before, somebody who supported armed rebellion.
Right, but didn't they
Um,
say
but
that
yeah,
it was kind of like they put her name on the list to kind of cause some talk too or something like that? I thought that's what the whatever that Ben whatever his name is says something about that. Maybe not. Or maybe
been a
Tommy did.
soldier.
Ben the soldier. He's got his jean shorts on.
Yeah,
Oh no. I spilled such and such on my jean shorts.
you gotta wash those shorts.
You gotta wash those shorts. I had a pair just like those, man. Dang. Some good
Um,
shorts, man.
yeah, I don't remember why exactly
Who
they
dressed him up
said.
like Ebenezer Scrooge? Oh no, he just dresses like that. Sorry.
I don't remember why. Um, yeah, I don't remember why they do this. Like, it's done on purpose.
But that's
So
what I'm saying is I think the whole deal of her getting arrested kind of why though I don't remember, but just it was kind of like a show of for the public. But I don't
yeah,
like I said I don't remember why though.
let's see if we can trace it back. So later on, whenever Ada gets out, and we're gonna Tarantino this bad boy.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Later on, whenever Ada gets out, she goes to see Tommy. She wants to know what's going on because whenever she was leaving that guy's office, he told her to ask Tommy about it. Um, so this was done on purpose. Um, Tommy said that he had gotten 3 different contracts to. I'm not sure what they were doing. If they were making military vehicles, if like they were supplying military vehicles to these different areas. He said some of them were in India. Um, I
Basically
don't,
wherever the British government was at. I mean,
yeah,
at that
the
time, so
British
India would be a
Empire.
big deal. Yeah. India would be a big deal right then.
Yeah. Um, so he said that the government approached him, or like the military approached him, and they were going to give him those contracts in exchange for him trying to figure out
The agitator, the communist
yeah,
agitators, they're like
who the
higher up.
agitators were. Yeah. But I kind of don't know how Ada being arrested like helps that.
I think what it is like I said, her name's on this list. People know that she was basically a communist, maybe by affiliation back in the day. So instead of, taking a chance of, oh, well, we saw Tommy talking to the soldiers, or coming out of a soldier's place or whatever, and not drawing any attention to that, they just felt like, okay, this will be an easier way to get messages to him is talking to her and, kind of sending some things out to him. You know what I mean? Kind of like a go-between, a safe go-between.
Yeah.
Because he's going to end up having to work with or work on Jesse Eden to try to figure out who these higher up agitators are, because they don't really want they don't want Jesse Eden, because she's not really
No.
a violent. They're looking more for the violent ones. The
Yeah.
ones who are wanting to start like violence in a war, basically.
Yeah. So after that, we're getting set up for what's going to come in the next episode. Bonnie's training. Getting ready for that fight against
Goliath.
Alfie Solomon. Yeah. Against Alfie Solomon's fighter. And, we've had that talk between Luca and Alfie, so we're kind of led to believe that there will be a betrayal there.
Dun, dun, dun.
I put down Tommy explains the situation. Oh, to Ada. That's right. Yeah, we covered that already. Where he tells Ada kind of his relationship to the Colonel and what's going on. I liked how Ada said that she would have written on his tombstone, Tommy Shelby, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not?
And I can't remember what he said at dinner, but there was like a moment pretty early on in the dinner where he said that. She said something and he was like, why not?
Yeah, I can't remember what the deal
they were
was.
drinking to the revolution. She was like, to the revolution.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, why not? So yeah, they had the dinner. He and Jesse Eden in Charlie's scrapyard. I like how Curly is like fussing over the whole thing,
We gotta get some music.
Yeah, he's like, do you think they'll want music? He was, just like, and then even when he brings in the music, he's like, mostly romantic. Yeah, and the dinner is just
man. Or wingman.
Yeah. And the dinner is just really, I mean, as far as I can tell, for Tommy to try to get her to open up and let him know who these people are around her.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But they have a couple of charged moments in there. And they almost banged, but she cut it off. Like I think she's wanting to see like how serious Tommy is about all this,
Yeah. Do you really want to learn about communism, or you just want to get my pants?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's smart, and Oh, is it time for our ad read from
Yes.
Adobe Flash Player? This episode's brought to you by Adobe Flash Player.
Adobe Flash
If you're ever
Player.
doing a podcast and you need it interrupted, Adobe Flash Player will be there.
Visit www.adobeflashplayer.com.
To get started being interrupted today.
First 30 days free trial.
It's just 30 days of like a continuous box on your
Right.
screen.
Right. When does this trial end?
And so yeah, Jessie Eden's smart. She's feeling Tommy out. I think, she knows that kind of what he's up to.
She knows.
But Tommy tells her to set a meeting with those important people, and he'll be sure to be there. Then we go over to the boxing match. They're getting everything set up. Johnny Dobbs taking bets. Arthur's getting a little loose. Yeah, and everybody's just gearing up for it. It's the end of episode 5, so going into the last one that there's about to be a lot of big things happening. I mean, they left a lot of loose ends to tie all up in the last episode, so.
Right, yep.
I like I couldn't tell what's going on there with the floors and the lights and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, kind of wasn't in like the back.
Those
It
hallways?
wouldn't be. Yeah. It's weird. It's really like futuristic.
Yeah, I can't tell if there's like I can't tell if there's like lights underneath or if it's a certain type of like glass or color of glass. Yeah, that's just like reflecting the light off those hanging lamps.
I don't know, but it's pretty cool either way, man.
Yeah, it gives that effect of like pool lights,
Yeah.
Like how it makes like that blue light like through the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the episode just ties up there with old Alfie stepping into frame.
No.
Alfie come to betray everybody.
It's the angel of death.
Yeah. Who just can't
of death.
Can't ever quite get the job done.
No. He's so close. He's just so close every time.
Just so close.
Just this close.
Oh
boy.
Well, that is it for season 4, episode 5. We will be back next week with season 4, episode 6. And then which one are you doing after that?
I'm just gonna give you like an earpiece and I'll just like talk into another microphone to feed you words. Be like, season 4. Season 4.
Season 4.
6. What's that? What's that? Where you want me to put the plan at? Right here. Who are you talking to? There's a spider in my ear. Now, what were you saying?
Are we doing one of the tiny sods after this, or are we doing the Christmas spectacular?
What are we gonna do for the Christmas spectacular? You gonna give us a sneak preview?
There's not gonna be a Christmas spectacular.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the garrison, not a creature was stirring, not even a bottle missing. See?
Not even a curly.
Not even a curly. No, we got would you say we got one more episode in the season, and then we'll do the
Mhm.
tiny
We'll
sode.
do tiny. What's the tiny
Yeah.
sode this next time?
I'm thinking it'll probably be about the mafia. That's
About
what
the
I'm
Italian mafia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget
A lot of
about
mafias out there.
it. I was thinking the Chinese mafia, maybe.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Oh, hey, what's about it with you?
Bada
yeah.
bing.
Gabba-goo.
Oh.
There was a deal on,
Whoa.
dude, there's a deal on YouTube that it just like, it's a compilation of every scene or every moment that they say gobblegoo. I can't remember how you say it in Sopranos. It's like 4 or 5 minutes long.
Did you say from Sopranos?
Yeah, from the Sopranos.
Yeah. A lot of
What's
gabagool
happening over
talking
there?
that.
What is happening over there? Your microphone sounds weird now.
I just switch headphones. I don't know. I just switched headphones. One of them was dead, and I switched it. One was black.
You sound like you're, I don't know, you sound like you're in a metal room or something. I don't know, he kind of sounds metallic.
That's weird.
You'll have to go
All
back
right,
on the
well,
recording and let's do it.
you sign us out, and then let's get the hell out of here.
No, I think you should sign us out. You sound really funny.
Damn it.
Do it.
No.
Say that again. Say no.
No.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Oh my god.
gosh.
End
I wish
this.
you could hear yourself, man. Oh, jeez. Make sure. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Make sure you. Oh, gosh. Homie, make sure you subscribe to the podcast on, I don't know, wherever you're listening to, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Is Survived by Productions. If you can't find it, just look up Is Survived by Productions on YouTube, or just look up the Red Right Hand Podcast. And while you're at it too, make sure you go on Twitter and give a follow to that guy over there. No, he's over here. There he is. He's right over there. Let's see, at Joshua Lynn Gary on Twitter. And don't forget to not subscribe, but follow also on Twitter at Red Right Hand PO1 and at Is Survived by, I think is what. Anyway. Yeah, so don't forget to do all that stuff. Give us one more no for the road.
No. You know what this is between us. Coffee.